So, thanks for coming into the shop today. Today, Knock is here paying me a visit, and he was kind enough to bring me in a bunch of cigars. So today, we are going to be doing the Obsidian. This is just their Obsidian white label, and Knock will show you his because he's a little closer. It's got the little Obsidian logo right down here on the bottom, and just simply says Obsidian.
Looks like a rune.
From,
Like a scratched up Norse rune, Nordic rune.
I think it's more like a Hylian rune. Or?
Hylian. We're talking about actual history, not game
What,
history.
I mean, it doesn't really look like a goblet rune. It's more like a...
It's like a fish. It's like a...
Oh, there it is. It's the Jesus fish. There it is. So officially, it has the Jesus fish on the band. So obviously, you know, it's meant to be smoked here right through. So I'm gonna light this up.
Bad idea. Take off the band.
Well, they obviously meant me to smoke it.
I mean, isn't there one with a smokable band? You were telling me about that one
There's
time.
actually a couple now with smokable bands. I heard that actually one was actually good. Like you could actually smoke right there.
Can I pull this off or do I have to tear it off?
Oh no, my rapporteur.
What? Oh, that's
Some
automatically bad.
Yeah, some of the glue got on there. And that's the band, man. I thought there was gonna be another band there.
Oh, are you serious?
I mean, you can only pull it off from one way.
Now look.
Well, I guess that's the point of the cigar review, right? Well, you can see right here, mine got a little nicked up. It looks like that glue. I mean, you can actually see where the glue like got on the wrapper here, because there's the backside of my band. I believe that this is a fatal flaw for this cigar already, and I haven't even lit it up yet, because already I'm going to be getting some extra air draw on there. We'll see if it actually tore the binder. It looks like it did from here, so yeah, we're already off to a negative start, unfortunately.
I'll show you mine. Here's the inside. You can see where the brown is, where the glue got on it. But here's how it tore mine. You see that little flappy part right there? It looks like right through the binder. Look at that. Right through it.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is not savory.
Well, we're about to find out.
Whoa.
Let's see if they can burn past. I'm not trying to say burn past flaw, because I don't know if you saw my Nat Sherman review yet, but that one had like some splits and stuff in it, and man, it burned like they didn't exist. It was really, really impressive. I was really impressed by it. Anyway.
That's real green.
I concur. Lots of green on there, just like a grassy, viney green.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the tobacco. Like,
yeah, just
it's like a green tobacco. Have you
Yeah.
ever been in a tobacco field before?
I have not.
It kind of smells like how this tastes.
I will defer to you, because you grew up in the Virginias.
Lots of Amish people, lots of tobacco fields.
As far as the construction goes, it's constructed really nicely. There's one little vein, but that's it. You know, aside from the damage that the band did, I'd say this is a very good roll. I'm leery about that glue being on there, because I mean the glue obviously came in contact with it. I mean, because I was trying to slide it off, and it was like, all right, this thing's not sliding.
Yeah,
so that's why I went to peel it, and I mean, it just
maybe it over time the glue kind of expanded over. I mean, these have been kept in from when I got them. It said they've been kept in the humidor for a really long time, so they're good for that. I trust them on that, but you know,
my roll feels really tight.
mine is tight too.
Real tight.
How's
your draw?
I got two long veins there though. There's one right there and one right there.
Yeah, they're not big.
They're not big. They're tiny. They're like
How's your draw?
very
Mine is excellent. Of course, I have a very large hole in this.
I punch mine, so.
I mean, this is about a 60 ring gauge. This looks like about a 60 by 50.
I got like
Or
a
60
medium
by
draw,
5.
like a perfect draw. Not like really loose, but kind of loose and kind of tight at the same time. It lets you know it's there. That's my draw.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna light this up.
Same here. Dang. One sec.
I just leave it like there, man. You got it. There's a real nice chewy wood that comes off it right away.
Oh yeah.
The green is still in there. There's a little bit of like baking spices on the lips is what I'm gonna go with. Almost like something that's like not real heavy. Almost like an oregano. Almost like on the lips. It's not like a pepper.
Very herby.
Yeah. Definitely there on the lips though.
I'm getting a little spice from mine, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like herb spices are like all on my,
Not
all
pepper
over my
spice.
lips, but yeah.
Already got that flimsy that flimsy tear in there already burning, so
Well, we'll see if it straightens out.
it should. I hope it does.
I still think that's a horrible flaw that
You know.
that would happen. Because I mean, here you are, especially like if you gave the cigars like a gift to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, you know, oh, here it says cigar. It's like, well, now it's, you know, torn apart.
Like it looked fancy. Like that band made it look like a expensive cigar. But then, you know, even if it looked expensive, if you take it off and the product is damaged as soon as you take it off, that just deters you from wanting to get it again, because not only was it, you know, just you or just me, it was both of us that had some sort of
Right.
damage done.
Right, on, you know, two different cigars, So we are going to get here in the first third, but I do want to comment and say that there's a little bit of like a bitterness that's turning in my mouth. Like it's turning like almost like I'm thinking like a black licorice, but bitter. Like not a, like almost like an anise, like a bitter anise flavor is kind of what I'm getting. Like it seems like
Yeah, that's like right in the back of the tongue.
yeah, it seems like on the very first light, like there was a lot of like chewy wood, and now it's just like that. I need that bitter anise flavor. So we're gonna get here in the first third and be right back in 1 sec.
You can get her one of those Russian ones that goes over the whole face.
That's racist. You want to set this one off?
Okay, guys. So, what is this? The first third? We're in the first third, and you can tell the difference between mine and his. Where mine cracked, it decided it wasn't gonna burn at all. So I'm gonna put some fire to this afterwards. I told John he suggested I should earlier, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because I want everyone to see what happens. Because, you know, this thing tore this thing the heck up. And I'm just letting y'all know, like, if that happens, you're probably gonna end up with with an uneven smoke, with it all torn up. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some fire on this, and
I'm gonna talk while you do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys saw how mine was just, you know, those little things in it. And, I mean, you know, a combination of the heat and and actually, you know, just smoking the cigar. I mean, just really just tore it apart. Like I was really surprised. Actually, Mike's here as well. He said he smoked 2 of these and didn't have any problems with them. And I'm just really kind of surprised at this. Like I didn't, because I've known about Obsidian. I'm really surprised that their band would be, I guess, I don't want to say not carefully put on, but not carefully put on enough to, you know, to risk damaging your cigar, because I'm not sure exactly what these go for, but, you know, I know Obsidians are billed as a premium. So even if this were, you know, a $6 or $7 cigar, which I believe it is, I mean, this is unacceptable. I mean, this is unacceptable on a $4 cigar. You know, of course, usually you don't get a full-on band like that on a full-on cigar. But I mean, you kind of have to think about it from like the layman's point. I mean, especially people who are with friends. I mean, they're not going to necessarily, you know, take all the great time and care to peel it off. And I was peeling it off pretty gently when it didn't just slide off. you know, because they're just going to pull, and then I mean, and then here you are. I mean, especially if you know, you like I said, you were giving these as gifts, this would be a problem. My ash is hanging on pretty well for that, but I'm going to tap this just so it doesn't
Me too.
go all over my lap. But I mean, it's just a nasty, nasty looking cigar right now. I mean, the ash is burning to a really nice bright white. I mean, that is a plus for it. Of course, I mean, it's getting a whole lot more air right now than what it usually gets.
Taste wise, it got real spicy. I got like my whole mouth is like spiced and bitter right now.
Really, I thought the spice calmed down a little bit here. Of course, I think I'm a little bit further than you are, because mine's burning all on the inside and stuff too.
Yours is burning in the core and not burning near the outside, so it's like a pit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to definitely toast this one. Of course, I am getting, you know, also a lot more air to it as well, which is probably why mine is burning so much faster than yours is. Yours actually looks like it's gonna clean up nicely with that little touch up you did.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it like calmed itself down after that. But
yeah.
for me, this tastes like really bitter. If I were to pair this, I would pair it with, what would you pair it with?
Well, I like pairing cigars with port, but I'm a port drinker, so yeah, just to really calm down that bitterness, something, you know, sweet, or you know, a sweet bourbon, or like I said, a port would do nicely, like a nice tawny port would go great with this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not getting so much of the spice. I'm getting a whole lot of wood right now, a whole lot of wood and chewy tobacco tones. The spice for me was all on the lips, and that's really seemed to die down for me. It came off really strong, like the very first light, or the part of the very first light was real nice, and it just got super heavy and tense on the spice, and now it's starting to calm down a little bit more. Of course, you know, with mine being split apart like this, I can only say if you're super bitter here at this point, you can always just split it open and it'll calm right down.
Yeah, it's like right in the back of the mouth. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's where all the spice is for me. I didn't get it on the lips. I got it like right there on the back of my tongue. Like no taste buds are the same, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Mine seems to be trucking right through. So.
So
we'll see. We'll see where this goes here in the second third, and we'll be right back in one sec.
All right.
So we are here through this second third, and my ash is actually burning a nice white still. You see my burn is cleaned up just real nice right there. It's gotten real straight after I finally just kind of burned off around all that nasty split part. And it's actually burning really well, like how I would expect a premium cigar to burn.
As we said before, it cleaned up real nice when you drink water with it, because that spiciness that I had that was built up over smoking it went away as soon as I took a few sips of water. So it's something you know, break out the water for it.
Reminds me a whole lot of the just the spiciness reminds me a lot of the Camacho Corojo, because like that one I was just like, man, like I got about 2/3 into it and I was like, I have to drink something with this. It was just too much.
Yeah.
This one is not near as intense as that. Here in the second third, it's just been a lot of like a real thick, like oaky wood tones. Not really like a chewiness at all. Just kind of that one note of oak. The spice is there a little bit on the exhale. If you really like stop and think about it, like you can really taste it on your tongue. Like, oh yeah, there is still some spiciness there, but I don't think you notice it at my point anyway. I'm getting here into the last third. Knox still got a little bit of ways to go to catch up to me.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Yeah, there we are. See, yeah. Yeah, not a whole lot. If you were just kind of puffing on this, having a conversation, I don't think you'd really even really notice the spice on it. My draw is still excellent. Of course, I do have for the size of the cigar, I have a very large hole in this, which I specifically cut because I wanted a very good draw on this cigar.
Mine's punched, so I've still got a decent draw on it. It's not getting any lighter. It's just the same as it was.
Yeah. So it's still a good draw though.
Still a good draw.
I would say that the construction of this cigar overall is very good. You can see my burn cleaned up nicely right there.
Mine, it's starting to clean up. Got a few rough patches, but I had to relight. So
yeah, Well, I mean, and after getting out all of that, past that nasty split part, it cleaned up real nice, and it's turned into a good cigar so far. So we're gonna get here into the last third and be right back in 1 sec your time. So I am here through this, getting here pretty far into this last third of this Obsidian White, and Nox is going to tell you what it's made of.
Okay, this thing the wrapper is an Ecuador Habano wrapper.
So that's where your spice is coming from. Although for it to be an Ecuadorian Habano, like I expect it to be spicier. Now that you say that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just what I'm saying. And then the fillers are Dominican and Nicaraguan. It's actually rolled up in Dominican Republic. So I'm assuming that they obviously import the leaves and then roll it up to get the specific blend.
Definitely. I could not. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that Nox should tell you about it.
All right. When I couldn't finish it. It was it was getting a little too bitter, too spicy for me at the end there, and it was like a long jog. You want to finish. You really do want to finish it because you put so much, time and effort into it, and it's okay, and it's good. But I just had to stop because I couldn't finish it. It was really woody for me. I had that spice and bitterness building up on the back of my tongue, like after every exhale, everything. It was great, but it was just too long and
too intense. I mean, and this is a 60 ring gauge, so I mean, yeah, that's a lot of tobacco all at once. Yeah, I mean, and some of the other things we were reading about it, like there were a bunch of other flavors and whatnot, saying that we should have been getting out of this. I didn't think it was that complex. I thought it was pretty one note, especially once it got to the second third. Here in the last, I mean, it's getting pretty hot, obvious, because I've got less than an inch to go.
Yeah, man, you're like puffing on fire now.
I'm smoking fire. But yeah, just like definitely just wood overall. I guess if you're really reaching, you can say that there is some coffee tones in there, but I'm not getting them. Supposedly it's supposed to have a sweet finish to it, like a sweet tobacco finish.
Oh,
not
no.
getting that either. Of course, everybody's palate is a little different. So overall, I would say this is a good cigar. I think the spice will scare away a lot of people, especially on the first light. It just came out real harsh, real spicy. And I think that's really hard to get through. Now this is rated a medium full to full cigar as far as the body goes. So it's actually pretty intense.
I can
like we were saying, especially with the spices.
You can definitely see that. I can definitely see that it's almost full on the boldness there.
Yeah, definitely. Which is kind of deceptive by the wrapper. I just kind of expect it to be an all natural wrapper. I expect it to be smoother, and I got put off right away by the nasty split that was happening, especially with your cigar and especially with mine, because I just had those little holes. I figured it'd just burn right around them, and it didn't. It just got really bad as you saw. So if you're not there already, brothersfinetobacco.com. Don't forget to like, share, and comment the videos. If you want me to review a cigar, please feel free to drop me a line. And as always, thank you for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Oh yes.
Taking it out of the plastic. That's how fresh mine is. Yours was out of plastic for like what, a minute?
Which mine was like funky fresh.
1 minute. The funkiest of the fresh. Well, that used to be a thing, funky fresh.
I think it still is a thing.
It's still a thing.